Well, I hope we're ready, folks. I hope we are ready because another exciting interview. And tonight we are celebrating Kaze Kama, y'all. But first, I gotta play some of our theme songs. Be right back.
King Lion Real Time Entertainment. That's a legacy, a kingdom that was made. We made this empire on different brands from nothing, from starting from scratch. Yeah, ain't nobody bring us down, ain't no words coming out of us. Yeah. Whoa. Go ahead, tell me what you think. Just tell me what does it mean when it's riding smoothly down. No way. Don't give me, don't tell me that we can't look at us. Ooh. Let's take flight to the mountains. Let's take flight to the nation. Let's take flight. Let's take flight. Let's take flight to the world. Let's take flight to the mountains. Let's take flight to the nation. Let's take flight. Let's take flight. Let's take flight to the world.
Yeah, It's your boy says one, homie. Says he in the motherfucking building, y'all. Okay. 25L Clan, let's go. Yeah, We bringing you that introduction mixtape, y'all. Banging it out there on a global scale, you know worldwide. Yeah, okay. 25L Clan, yup, we out here, yeah, we coming at ya. All you need to know is we gon' bring it going global. Yep, we worldwide, and we don't back down. Bringing you the real so you can feel it, making moves now. From every angle, coming from every corner of the planet, we here now. Just know that we don't play around, just know we put it down. Sharp as a knife, the microphone gave us 25 to life. Said it's that native, since he in the building, reppin' for that long white cloud, that's New Zealand. You ain't gotta be from there for you to understand it. God's got enough Eden, the south side of the planet, the home of the all black. On it be the mind state, we don't even carry weight, homie, we just run it straight. They know us out in Texas, and New York and back down. Even the Phoenix got us banging out there in Chi-Town. They know us out in London, so shout outs to the UK. Even up in Canada, shout outs to homie Luke. You know I keep it moving and bubbling like a crack pocket. Money off the wall, my homie, I call it bank shot. Ain't shooting up no banks though, I'm legal with the bank notes. Higher than I've ever been, flyer than an aeroplane. Shortening your lifespan, 25 to life clan. Global with the mixtape, we innovative heavyweights. But yo, you know my team strong. We coming out from everywhere, we coming after everything. Loyal like a wedding ring. This is the introduction. I'm coming with that full clip, sensing for praising my homie, banging out that new shit. But this is only light work. The rap game is a tragedy. I'm about to go in and hold it down, yo, without the help of gravity. Flexing on your faculty, knocking you out the ring. I'm coming to claim my title as the king. Yo, the Phoenix sent me. 25 out, yup, we out here, yo, we coming at ya. All you need to know is we gon' bring it going global. global. Yep, we worldwide, and we don't back down. Bringing you the real so you can feel it. Making moves now from every angle, coming from every corner of the planet. We here now. Just know that we don't play around. Just know we put it down. Sharp as a knife. The microphone gave us 25 to life. Is the anthem. Bringing it live, verbal assassin, killing them off, spilling my feelings out with a passion. I'm on now. Give me the mic, give me my check, give me my crown. I told y'all already, I hold it down. Come and correct, yo. I'm focused and driven, got them in submission, dismissing the competition. 25 out plan on a mission like a soldier. I stand at attention, give a salute. I'm spitting the truth, gonna make him get loose. Give me the loot. I'm in my zone now. Bringing the pain, hear what I'm saying. Play your position, no switching, homie. Stay in your lane, but y'all ain't ready though. Raising the bar, keeping it lit. I'm only spitting to let you know there's levels to this, but I ain't done yet. I'm only getting started, my homie. If y'all don't like it, then I'd have to beg your pardon, my homie. So let it ride out. Picture me winning, I stick and move, slick maneuvers. I'm riding with it, nothing to prove. Keep it 1,000. Said we don't go 100 round here. That shit is standard. That shit now says you run it round here. On top of my game, my vibe attracts my tribe, and I know this. That's why I'm in it to win it, homie. Just let me kill it. Go say your prayers now. Pray to Allah, pray to Jehovah. Pray that you're in the being, that you believe what you're seeing. And I'd hate to have to be the one to tell you that I told you, but since he's in the building, game over. For real, shit, I ain't playing. Yep, we out here, yeah, we coming at ya. All you need to know is we gon' bring it, going global. Yep, we worldwide, and we don't back down. Bringing you the real so you can feel it. Making moves now from every angle, coming from every corner of the planet. We here now. Just know that we don't play around. Just know we put it down. Sharp as a knife. The microphone gave us 25 to life. Cheers. 25 out clan, baby. We out here now. Worldwide.
Well, guys, I hope you're ready for another exciting interview because Nene Lioness, she put us up on game. She told us about an exciting artist, incredible music, you guys. His name is Kaze. But speaking of the Phoenix, I just could not believe this. It had to have been fate, you all, because she sent me in a song by Kaze, and it is called The Phoenix. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to bring in our guest for the evening. So hang tight, folks.
Yeah. Kaze. Singing plus and then I rose from the ashes, the Phoenix. Look, I said I had a long day, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. I had a long day, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. Look, it started from the back, I got a zillion cats ahead of me, can't worry about it. Wake up every day to be a better me. You really scared of me, cause I ain't out here chasing felonies. I'm dangerous even if the hood's the only thing I ever see. Like check the pedigree. Can't get caught up in your petty beef like you instead of me. Rather hate on Kaze than let on me like Pastor Presley. Boy, suckers what I never be like fuck a talk. I ain't gotta tell them, I'ma let them see. Not understanding the matrix to which they measure me. It just don't give a fuck either way. I'ma get my cheddar G like move around. Lay that rule down. Benny better be with hella heat. Move from every hood. Rapping every street until they bury me. On my shit is what I better be like. Let it breathe. Find that money tree, bitch. I need every leaf engaged to that money. I propose. Will you marry me? Apparently the fact I blow them trees is all she left. I said I had a long day. Come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot. I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. I had a long day. Come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot. I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. The Phoenix. Mr. 12 hours work the latest shift. He straight legit, but make a flip. He come across some gravy shit. They hating this, but that's what haters do. It really made me sick. like find some beer. What you looking at? Why don't you take a pic? That's basic shit. I ain't nothing special, but they favorite ain't taking shit. That's Mr. Who the fuck is you playing with? Like keep the friends. Take my ass home after I make the chips my policy. I wasn't even here, and I ain't saying shit. Let's make the grip. Work my overtime. Get my paper thick. My real niggas. Tell them pass the drink. You came to babysit. I'm smoking good. Only day off. He making 80 flip. He supercharged. Super Saiyan shit. My Super Saiyan shit like work the shit out of Lewis until he break a quit. And if he ever get out of pocket, well, we just make him piss. I give a fuck. Unprepared, lazy, and you can take your pick. I should just walk out instead of punching you till I break my fist. I had a long day, come on, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this, cause I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. I had a long day, come on, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this, cause I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. Let's take it home. Nah, matter of fact, I'm finna make a home. I'm breaking bones. Nah, I ain't Capone. Just get my paper on. I got a job. Gon' get another job. Gon' get my paper long. And if I have to blaze them too, still gon' be blazing strong. The kids love you, boy, no matter what. I know I ain't alone. I had stoner problems. Visine. Gotta spray cologne. You disagree? Please just hit me out before you say I'm wrong. I'm doing me. Plus you don't pay the lights and you don't pay the phone. I self-improve. Walk my own path. Ain't bringing snakes along. He blaze one. Sip that douce off that straight Patron. Just tell the truth. Ain't what you wanna hear. Don't even play the song. Just play along like you really like it. I won't stay for long. I had a long day. Come on, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot. I'm about to roll up this, cause I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. I had a long day. Come on, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot. I'm about to roll up this, cause I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix. I said I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix. I said I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix. I said I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix. I said I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix.
Listen, this was really by circumstance, you guys. We did not, I kid you not, we did not plan this. I had no idea that when I found out about this young king, that he actually wrote a song called The Phoenix. This is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, please, whatever you do, give a warm virtual hug and a salute to our guest tonight. His name is Kaze. Kaze, welcome to Global Empire. How are you today, King?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, wonderful. You're not still nervous, are you?
Somewhat, but I'm all right.
You are going to have a good time. I promise you that, because you have great music. So sometimes all you have to do is just to sit back and listen to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me ask you something. So where did you get the inspiration for the song, The Phoenix?
Well, actually, I wrote that song in 2014. And it was an actual situation, just being able to come back from certain things, you know? I was in a situation with my kids, my baby mother, and I lost the job, and I felt like they overreacted to it, and it's just, you know, writing for me is my therapy, you know, music therapy, you know. Some people go in just to release, and that's what I came out with that particular day, you know. It was just a long day.
Wow. You know what? And a lot of people, they actually go through the same type of experiences. It's like sometimes when you lose everything, you find yourself. And especially in music, that happens a lot with artists. Like they will go through slumps and then bam, like they just rise from the ashes, you know? And the reason why everyone calls me the Phoenix is because my heart actually stopped years ago, right? And I was working crazy hours, but it stopped. But then when I came back, one of my children, they took me out to dinner. And so there was a big, huge statue and it had wooden wings, you know, on the back of the statue. And I stood right in front of it and she said, "Oh, wow." She said, "You're the Phoenix. You actually rose from the ashes." So that's how everyone started calling me the Phoenix. Just an odd story, but it is true. So let me ask you something. So, Kaze, where did you get that name from?
Kaze?
Yeah.
It's actually from the word kamikaze. But I took it and tried to make it a name, and I reversed it. Because if you know anything about a kamikaze pilot, it's a Japanese fighter pilot that was shot down, basically. And on the way down, they were trying to take out the enemy, you know. But years ago, I got that from just reading certain things, but I applied it to my life only because I have sickle cell, and having sickle cell and you know, knowing you terminal or got a disease that can't be cured, it puts a certain kind of frame on your life, you know.
I don't know because I don't have it. Let me ask you something. How is having sickle cell, how has that impacted your music and what you're doing at the moment?
Well, it just teaches you kind of to value every minute, to understand that anything can happen. And, you know, I have moments and times where I'm hospitalized for 3 months or 2 weeks, or, you know, you just expect these kind of things with certain conditions, you know. And sickle cell is one of the worst. It's like, and it's never the sickle cell that gets you, it's the pneumonia that gets you. It's the, you know, the stuff that come with the sickle cell that gets you. So,
wow. So it's like from day to day, you really don't know what you're up against.
Yeah, so to speak, you know, and I try and live a clean life. I'm doing better with certain things. You know, your habits can have an effect on, you know, your condition, of course, but I'm working every day to just be a better person and take care of myself, my health, you know. Tomorrow's not promised, you know. And
yeah, it's definitely not promised. I tell people that all the time. Like, if you have passions, if you have goals, get them done today. And I always say, there's a song by Tamia, and it's called Tomorrow. And in the song, she says, tomorrow, it may not come. You know what I'm saying? So just basically do it today. And I've lived by that motto. It's like I try to do everything I want to do as if it's my last day on earth. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about a young lady I heard. Is her name Paulie Gino?
yes, it is, Paulie Gino.
Oh my goodness. There's a song. It's called History. Is that right?
Yes, good friend of mine.
Tell me a little bit about Paulie.
Okay, well, I met Paulie because initially, what I tried to do, I didn't come into it as a rapper. I tried to start a record label. The record label was called Third World Music Group.
Wow.
And within Third World Music Group, I, you know, interacted with multiple artists in the Alton 618 area. You know, it's Illinois, but when you say Illinois, people think Chicago. It's closer to St. Louis, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So right across the bridge from St. Louis, there's the town called Alton, Illinois. And we put together this record label, and Paulie Gino was one of the artists on it. Shout out to everybody that was part of Third World. Shout out to the current artists of Third World, Randy Ray, Paulie Gino, and, you know, we just... you know, I met her, and I'm not lying, Teresa, when I tell you she wrote that in 15 minutes.
Wow.
I was mind blown.
You know what? I always say, if you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's one of the ones that
yeah. Well, you know what? I think I need to play that.
Paulie,
yeah.
To Randy.
I think I'm going to need to play that if you don't mind. So I'm going to need you to hold on, okay?
That sounds great.
All right, here we go, you guys. This is Kaze featuring Polly Gino with History.
Be young.
I was in thought or in my flying saucer. Really, yeah, they is the same thing to me. Baby, it won't cost much, and I won't fault you. Come on and hop on this plane with me. 'Cause we can be people that go down in history. Take me to your planet, baby, damn it, I wanna know you, know where you come from. Take me to your planet, baby, damn it, I wanna know you, know where you come from. 'Cause we can be people that go down in history.
Introverted but he extra, feeling psychedelic off sativa. Forget the world, I got amnesia. Yeah, I walk it like I talk and say it how I mean it, got me digging deeper. In the end, if I'm a chiefer, iridescent in a spaceship, gon' need a paper plane to reach it. Baby rolling up a rocket, say she ready for the blast off. Deserve it cause she work her ass off. Smoking, talking till we pass out. Pouring up a soda, ice and Jolly Ranch. Double cup and get your body snatched. Tripping out, don't know how to act. Out of space and trying to get my body back. From all the way to Pontiac, Illinois to Michiganistan. Got shot at niggas like the Taliban. Just trying to make it out to Savage Land. In the aftermath of devastation. F-A-L-I-N-T, the third world. Set the world on fire, watch it burn, girl. Set the world on fire, watch it burn. Everything about you trying to learn, girl. Everything about you trying to learn. Baby, take me to your planet. The mother hoes ain't my concern, girl. They dizzy trippy as the world turn. Elevators on the way up. They dreaming, I don't say much. Cause I was in thought.
In my flying saucer. Really, yeah, they is the same thing to me. Baby, it won't cost much, and I won't fault you. Come on and hop on this plane with me. 'Cause we can be people that go down in history. Take me to your planet, baby, damn it, I wanna know you, know where you come from. Take me to your planet, baby, damn it, I wanna know you, know where you come from. 'Cause we can be people that go down in history.
Yeah. In a flying saucer moving light speed. Straight up in the my loud pack. Coming in where they be talking down that. Why you even wanna be around that? We don't do that over here. Go take the circus where them clowns at. They was feeling good when I was down bad. They was feeling good when I was down. We treat you bad and you allow that. You a queen but where the crown at? Girl, we high as where the clouds at. And they just wanna bring us down. If I ever fall up, gotta bounce back. No emotion, I can count that. Cause we tryna cop an ounce pack. That's why I'm bringing back the pound. But she can see it in my eyes. Keep no secrets, tell no lies. Survive, don't let it catch you by surprise. No walking dead up when you live. Arrive at our final destination. Elevators on the way up. Daydreaming, I don't say much. Cause I was in thought.
In my flying saucer. Really, yeah, they is the same thing to me. Baby, it won't cost much, and I won't fault you. Come on and hop on this plane with me. 'Cause we can be people that go down in history. Take me to your planet, baby, damn it, I wanna know you, know where you come from. Take me to your planet, baby, damn it, I wanna know you, know where you come from. 'Cause we can be people that go down in history.
is fire. That is fire. Salute to Kaze and Paulie Gino on that, man. Wow. I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed. But now, got to get into the interview before I play a little bit more of your music. So,
Okay.
Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this.
I might not be, but
Okay.
I'm as ready as I'm going to get.
Okay. Have you ever written... Okay, here's the funny part. Have you ever written a song about an ex, and did you get in trouble for it?
I have written a song about an ex. Actually, I sent it to you. Yes, I've written songs about my exes. But when it comes to me, like I say, it's therapy for me. You know.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways to release that energy, but I have the benefit of being able to write. So I release a lot of energy that way, and just being in the studio and being able to vocalize that, internalize that, just get that out your spirit, you know?
All right, I get it. So that means that you're still living, so it must not have been that bad, correct?
Oh, no, I haven't talked to that person since I wrote that song, so.
Oh, I think that might be a good thing. Okay, next question is, I told you I'm going to make this fun. Next question, who do you hate in mainstream music today? Who do you dislike and why?
Who do I dislike? There's very few people I dislike. Blueface ex-girlfriend, his girlfriend.
Yeah, okay.
That I forget her name. Krishana.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I just call it Gap too. I just call it Gap too.
I'm not a fan, you know.
Oh,
I don't hate anybody, but I'm just not a fan.
I got you. I want to give a shout out. Rise Official is in the building. Salute. I interviewed him not too long ago. He is in the magazine. He is doing great things. He is one artist of the night. All kind of things, y'all. Check out Rise Official. Also, I see my 90 Day Fiance people. They are tuned in. Kimberly Don, salute. We love you, 90 Day Fiance peoples. Okay. Next question. When did you know that you knew that you wanted to go into music? How old were you?
Birth. I was one of those kids, my mom, she would jam off her James Brown, and I would have the pots fans in the room. I was one of those kids. You know, trying to play drums from that age. Music has always been a part of my life. I've had family members that were a part of music, and just seeing that, my uncle was a part of Silver Sun Studios in Flint, Michigan. Rest in peace, Charles Brown. And they did a lot of things with Melvin Riley. Sheila, I forget the name of the group. Off the top of my head. But
Sheila, that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You know how you get a song stuck in your head, man.
If I could take a second, speaking of Flint legend, I want to say rest in peace to Eric Dorsey. He just passed away from the legendary Dayton family. If you know anything about Flint music, you know about the Dayton family.
Rest in peace.
Eric Dorsey passed away recently, and I just wanted to say shout out to him and his family, condolences. And so
wow.
There's been a lot of legendary musicians that passing lately I've been hearing, so I just wanted to take
you know what? There has, like, we're losing so many legends. Like, every time I turn around, we just lost, a couple of years ago, my godmother, Helen Wooten. And if you know about Chicago, she was actually the vocal coach to the Brat and R. Kelly and so many others. Like, she was a legend in Chicago, Helen Wooten, and man, that broke my heart. I didn't even know she had passed. And one of the other DJs told me, you know, because he's from my city too. But it's so many. Now, let me ask you this: what is the hardest thing that you found about being in the music industry, independent?
Well, the hardest thing is just because of the nature of the business, you never know who to trust. That's one of the hardest things in the actual day to day of being an independent artist. You come across so many people, and some opportunities are good and some aren't. All money ain't good money, so to speak.
Ooh, all money ain't good money. Ooh, you are not kidding.
Depending on who you're dealing with, because you can go from dealing with the average Joe working a 9 to 5 to the biggest dope boy on the planet, So, and it's different rules to dealing with different people, and you just have different experiences. Being a male producer, engineer in the game, dealing with women is different. You know what I mean? So, dating is different. Everything is different when you, in this music business. And especially if you hold anything that looks like a position, I ain't saying I'm nobody special, but just, having certain abilities and capabilities puts me in vulnerable states, and I have to keep my guard up.
Man, you're not kidding. Let's talk about, I know that you're an artist, but you're a producer as well?
Yes. Actually, I made the beat to that song, The Phoenix.
Wow.
I didn't make the beat to history, I am a believer in the YouTube beats. I look at it as fast food. Sometimes we like to cook at home, but...
Right. So let me ask you something. Have you produced for other artists?
Yes, I have. A lot of artists, a lot of local artists in the Michigan scene, Flint scene, and then a lot of artists down here in Alton, 618, St. Louis area. And most of my work is organic. I haven't worked with too many big names or anything like that, but for a time I was working with Mike Will. Made it out of Atlanta, and I did a few tracks for him. It didn't quite pan out the way I wanted, but that's life.
Yeah, I think sometimes that things that don't pan out, they have to get out the way for other things and other opportunities to come through. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree.
No, let me ask you something. How important is it to have a good support system, especially with what you do?
It's very important to have a good support system, especially in this industry, but I feel like especially in anything,
And who is your support system in the business?
I'm sorry?
Who is your support system?
Well, right now, I'm building a support system. This is kind of a ground up kind of thing. I'm the longest taking startup ever. Like, I've been doing this forever, But, I just don't, because for me, when I came into it, I've always said that I never wanted to be that one-hit wonder.
Yes.
That get robbed was a one-hit wonder.
Yes.
What if I never have another hit,
Yes, and you know what? I think, too, that dedication, determination, timing, all those things come into play. I know producers that they actually have maybe 500 to 1,000, produced beats. Oh, peace to you. Thank you all for coming through. I see your pictures. Thank you so much, especially to my queen mothers. They are always showing support. I love you. But, and sometimes it may take 5 years. Sometimes it may take 10 years. For some, it has taken 20 years. But it doesn't matter, because I always say, if you're true to the game will be true to you. But the thing is, how bad do you want it? Sometimes you may have to just wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you something. So when is the very first time you actually hit a stage?
A stage? I want to say that was second grade.
What did you do on the second grade stage?
Well, it was a family stage. And speaking of which, shout out to the Brown family, shout out to the Lewis family, Shout out to the Jamerson family back home in Flint, man. It's always love. You know I love y'all. So, what it is my family, they always do family talent shows. Okay? And they would prep us up. And my first time on stage, I was on stage with 3 of my other cousins, and we did Ghetto Boy Scarface.
Wow.
And I had Scarface's verse. I had to go first.
Oh, I wish I could have saw that. Oh, my God.
I was a kid that, barely even talked, and I had to do Scarface's verse first. So.
Oh, my God. I can't even imagine. Were you like a deer, in headlights?
In headlights, yes. I was good. But when the music came on, that's when it clicked in. I didn't even see the people, I was just in my performance, and I got through it, and all of my cousins, they did good too, so it was a good show.
Family talent shows. Wow. That's
we in front of family, so it's all love.
right. And so you're not as intimidated because even if you mess up, your family's not going to care. They're going to be like, that's my baby. Look at my... Let me ask you.
My aunt Kathy, rest in peace. I love both of them. But they put a lot of confidence in us in those early stages,
That helps a lot to build character, but also to build confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I tell artists all the time, your cousin Pookie and cousin Ray Ray, they're not always going to be in the audience. Sometimes it's going to be people you've never seen in your life. So pretend like they are your cousin Pookie and your cousin Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? And just enjoy the process. But tell me about Word to Key. What is that song about?
Word to Key. Okay, I had a cousin. His name was Kenyon Jamerson. And we called him Key.
Oh, wow.
He was a very important person in my life. And the way I was rapping on the song, I wanted people to just know, is this serious? To where I'm saying Word to Key. I'm talking to my peoples. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my dogs. That was one of my best friends. And, I miss him every day.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? Here is a trip. Yes, go ahead.
The name of the title is to just let people know. Because the people that know Key know where we come from. They know I'm not playing when it comes to Key. So it was just a way to let people know how serious I was, as far as...
No, let me ask you something. You said was. Has he transitioned?
Yes, he passed away. It was some years ago. I can't say exactly what.
I got you.
It was gun violence. He got shot.
Oh wow!
And,
man,
yeah.
Rest in
was,
power.
On me.
Yes, indeed. I couldn't even imagine, but rest in power. This is to Key, you all. This is called Word to Key.
Yeah. Kaze.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kaze. Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
yeah. Oh, what is
yeah.
it, banging?
Burn them G, this that 3rd degree, 5 certainly.
Yeah.
Word to Key, B-O-double-S, it don't work for me.
No.
These are facts, don't know how to act, but never heard of me.
Why?
Keep the strap, case niggas attack, they wanna murder me.
Yeah.
Giving back, screaming this and that, can't never worry me.
No.
Royalty, no destroying me. I got my niggas back, emergency. Ain't out working me, no sense of urgency.
No.
Talking down, you ain't hurting me. I'm thinking currency,
Yeah.
you know me now. Bro, these hoes is foul, don't even flirt with me.
No.
Go get your man when shit hit the fan and show up 30 deep,
Real.
disturbing me. Got it out there, earth, the dust and dirt was free.
is.
Wouldn't even work with me, and now you want a verse for free. In perfect, he still win like he never heard the word defeat.
have.
Break him down, I purge your feet. Don't listen to the nerd in me, a word of geek. Could buzz down a brick or sell the earth for cheap. I learned the streets, but can't live my life without my purpose. G, this surgery. Like an artist trying to draw the perfect piece. Been doing this since birth. He ever get it, he deserve it, G. Deadly with it verbally, they kick me to the curb and D. Got up out the dirt, don't need a therapist when church is free. You get the point. This a different joint, but always worth worth the fee. I'm nervous, me gon' keep it on me till they close the curtains. G, I wonder was it worth it, G? Lost and they ain't search for me. Different goals, say what work for you might not work for me. Who willin' with the words to me? Hustle hard and earn your keep. We know life is hella short. When Jesus died at 33, money came by happiness. I feel like it's my turn to see. Kicking down the door, cause the key don't never turn for me. So
That was very, very powerful, Kaze. And there was one verse in there when Jesus died at 33. I said, "Whoa, that really told me a little bit more about you." Let me ask about your spirituality or your beliefs. Tell me, how does that play an integral role in what you do now?
It plays a huge role, actually. That's part of where my musical journey started, because my grandmother firmly believed in going to church. Me and my brothers were in the choir. We were in the choir. So, yeah, we was those kids that was at church every day,
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something, too. That choir teaches you, if you have the right choir director, baby, you can't help but to get into music eventually, because they're going to teach you everything. And even I think about think about choirs and choir members now and how they're older, and how some of them, they transition from church music to R&B and so forth, and they're still traveling the world, but they started out at little churches. Like my beloved, for instance, he played with a lot of the gospel greats, and some are doing R&B, but most are still doing gospel. But it is so amazing to just think that they actually hung out together, they played gospel music together. They were just young cats back in the day in church, and now it's amazing to watch the progression. Let me ask you something. Tell me about a beautiful queen that we both know and love. Her name is Nene. Tell me, how did you come across Nene?
Well, if I tell the truth, you probably won't believe me, but the truth is, I met her at work.
Wow.
And coincidence, she asked me for a ride home one day.
Wow, that is how it's done. It's like God puts, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not going to say religious, but I am going to say spiritual. God puts you and puts people in your path. And sometimes you may not even know why you're meeting them, but later on you say, whoa, this is why I met this person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I call it divine timing. It wasn't
even a musical interaction, you know what I mean?
Right, but God knew.
But God is good,
Yes, God knew. Okay.
Salute Big Nene Lioness. Salute the Fleet DJ.
Yes.
Salute the Night Love Note. Everything is looking good, and it's just a good time to be alive right now.
Isn't it though? Oh my gracious! But you know what? I have to play another one, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards. You don't mind, do you?
No, I do not mind at all.
All right, folks, this is called Rerun.
playing it cool, wind in my back. Yeah, I just wait for the breeze, quit playing with me. What can I say? This bullshit, it came with a fee. Carry the pain on my back, I ain't talking about it. I'm thanking the Lord for my kids, I be talking without them. They say they worried about me, probably be heartless without them. Punching the clock, it's always a hustle, a way you can get you some paper. Half of these niggas is fake, bitches is snake. Some people just in the way when nothing is true. When nothing is true, when nothing is true, when nothing is true. Yeah. No, I ain't thinking I'm all that. Call her and she never called back. Saying she love me, it's all cap. She got me texting in all caps. Thinking I probably should fall back. Think with emotion and fall flat. No motion was sitting on all flats. Was running, could walk, had to crawl back. This ain't for the weak, ain't for the weak. Fuck 'em cause they for the streets. I was just waiting to see, mean what you say. You gotta say what you mean to make me believe. gotta fake it with me. Playing the fool, breaking the rules. You supposed to be making them choose. This ain't for the weak. Speak on my name in the seat, and the name of the fame in this week. It's crazy to me, but maybe you right. Hey baby, maybe it's me. Message is read. What's better unsaid, but hey, I be playing for keeps. If they for the streets, ain't chasing the freak. I'd rather be making a beat. Ain't enough days in the week, say they waiting for me. So no time to waste in the streets. I'm all that. Call her and she never call back. Saying she love me, it's all cap. She got me texting in all caps. Thinking I probably should fall back. Think with emotion and fall flat. No motion was sitting on all flats. Was running, could walk, had to crawl back. This ain't for the weak, ain't for the weak. Fuck 'em cause they for the streets. I was just waiting to see. Mean what you say. You gotta say what you mean to make me believe. Make me believe, or else you just making a scene. I'm making a meme. Making a meme. You ain't gotta fake it with me.
That is a whole vibe, you all. That's a whole vibe right there. Kaze, let me ask you a question. So where do you see yourself short term and long term? Let's say a year from now and then 10 years from now.
Okay, well, short term, I see myself really doing my engineering thing because that's one of my passions. I'm really a gearhead. I like to know how this stuff works, the video equipment and stuff, you know, the buttons. I'm one of them people that I just, so right now that's what I'm focused on, Third World Studios. You know, people can inbox me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, officially Kaze. And then I want to transition, and it's so many things I want to do. I want to do a YouTube page, a producer page, where I put all my beats on a YouTube, and then of course I want to drop a mixtape. It's just I'm working on so many different things in so many different directions, and I'm just looking forward to having a prosperous career in this music stuff because I would do it for free. That's why. I love doing music, you know.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to rap regardless. I mean, I might as well do, you know, so I'm at that point with it. And then ultimately, like you say, 10 years from now, I see myself having a kind of like a Dr. Dre career. Maybe I do three tapes and get the rapping out of my system and then produce for everybody, you know?
I know that's right. And you know what? I can actually be able to say, oh yeah, I remember. Nope. I interviewed him back in the day, y'all. Because you know what? I kid you not. Some of the best producers, the best artists, they are independent. And I keep saying this all the time. Like, you know what? I would stay independent. Just start your own label. Don't sign with blood, you know, to the mainstream music. No, just do your own thing because we need more producers. We need more labels out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like so repetitive now. It's the same artists on the same stages, and we get too much.
And,
yes.
You know, I don't knock anybody, but I have moments where I can't even listen to music.
Me too.
In creative moments, when I'm in the creative mode, like even my favorite artists, like when they come out, I'll postpone listening to them because either they're going to inspire me too much or I'll sound just like them. So I'll postpone. And like when I'm done doing this, then I'll check you out, or I'll, because I never want to sound like a carbon copy of anything, and that's always been one of my biggest focal points. Right. We didn't do that. We didn't bite back in our when I was doing this. And Flint, Michigan, Detroit, it's a lot like New York. We take our hip hop real serious. Yeah. Michigan, New York, some of the best artists that I've ever promoted. They have come from Chicago, Michigan, New York. It's just, like it's so much untapped talent, and I can't wait
I can't wait to be sitting in those audiences like, yep, there he is. Look at that. See what I tell y'all, But you know what? I'm going to tell you too, someone that's really great at finding great artists is Nene Linus. Like she is A1 in the game. Like her ear is to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
she's a great artist herself.
Yes.
Look out for that Ooh Wee remix. I'm on the remix.
Ooh
and
wee.
Yeah.
The ooh wee, y'all. The ooh wee. Well, I want to ask you one last question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Because, guys, he's going to be in the July magazine. I can't give it all to you right now because you won't buy the magazine. But also, I am going to offer him an invitation to the television studio. That's right, guys. We are going to live on air on the television, and that is what we have been working on behind the scenes, guys. So I'll be able to invite the artist to the television studio to interview in person, so we cannot wait to do that. But here's the question: is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Well, yes, actually, I want to give a shout out to the whole Alton area for embracing me as they own. I want to give a shout out to Flint, Michigan, all my people back home. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Chicago, all my people up there. And I want to give a special shout out to Global Fire, ENT,
you are so
for having
sweet.
me today, just Teresa Taylor. And, of course, the Brown Lewis Jameson family, Big Nene, and I love Royalty Records, Fleet DJs, man, rest in peace, Eric Dorsey, Flint Town in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. That's all, man.
Y'all know what it is. Say what's understood need not be explained, y'all. But you know what? I'm sorry. I got to do a repeat because I got to close out with the Phoenix song. You don't mind, do you?
I do not mind.
All right, family. I just want you to know by tomorrow you can go to SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Spotify, all those good places, any place that you can stream music, and you will be able to find this show again, you guys. Listen to it in your radio, listen to it on your speakers, anywhere. Just look for it. Global Empire, ENT, and on that, we are out. Peace, y'all.
Yeah. Kaze. Zillion plus and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix. Look, I said I had a long day, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. I had a long day, come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. Look, it started from the back, I got a zillion cats ahead of me, can't worry about it. Wake up every day to be a better me. You really scared of me, cause I ain't out here chasing felonies. I'm dangerous even if the hood's the only thing I ever see. Like check the pedigree. Can't get caught up in your petty beef like you instead of me. Rather hate on Kaze than let on me like Pastor Presley. Boy, suckers what I never be like fuck a talk. I ain't gotta tell them, I'ma let them see. Not understanding the matrix to which they measure me. It just don't give a fuck either way. I'ma get my cheddar G like move around. Lay that rule down. Benny better be with hella heat. Move from every hood. Rapping every street until they bury me. On my shit is what I better be like. Let it breathe. Find that money tree, bitch. I need every leap engaged to that money. I propose. Will you marry me? Apparently the fact I blow them trees is all she left. I said I had a long day. Come roll with a savage. Pour me up a shot. I'm about to roll up this. Guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes. I had a long day. Come roll with a a savage. Pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this, guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket. I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes to Phoenix. Mr. 12 hours, work the latest shift, he straight legit, but make a flip, he come across some gravy shit, they hating this, but that's what haters do, it really made me sick, like find some beer, what you looking at, why don't you take a pic, that's basic shit, I ain't nothing special, but they favorite ain't taking shit, that's Mr. Who the fuck is you playing with, like keep the friends, take my ass home after I make the chips, my policy, I wasn't even here, and I ain't saying shit, let's make the grip, work my overtime, get my paper thick, my real niggas, tell them pass the drink, you came to babysit, I'm smoking good, only day off, he making 80 flip, he supercharged, super saiyan shit, my super saiyan shit, like, work the shit out of Lewis until he break or quit, and if he ever get out of pocket, well we just make him piss, I give a fuck, unprepared, lazy, and you can take your pick, I should just walk out instead of punching you till I break my fist. I had a long day, come on, come roll with a savage, pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this, guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket, I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes, I had a long day, come on, come roll with a savage, pour me up a shot, I'm about to roll up this, guess I'm gonna be cheap until they close in my casket, I smoked a zillion blunts and then I rose from the ashes, let's take it home, nah, matter of fact, I'm finna make a home, I'm breaking bones, nah, I ain't Capone, just get my paper on, I got a job, gon' get another job, gon' get my paper long, and if I have to blaze them too, still gon' be blazing strong, the kids love you boy no matter what, I know I ain't alone, I had stoner problems, Visine, gotta spray cologne, you disagree, please just hit me out, before you say I'm wrong, I'm doing me, plus you don't pay the lights, and you don't pay the phone, I self-improve, walk my own path, ain't bringing snakes along, he blaze one, sip that Douce, off that straight Patron, just tell the truth, ain't what you wanna hear, don't even play the song, just play along, like you really like it, I won't stay for long, I'm had a long day, come on, come roll with us,